I had a tube down my throat and I couldn't make a noise, and I just went through a doorway.
Okay, you were dead for 12 and a half hours. And you woke up in a morgue?
And in the center of that was the most glorious sun.
You asked the angels for sunglasses?
Yeah, 20 pairs of Ray-Bans.
We talk about things the church doesn't talk about. Folks, we have got to stick together. You and I are gatherers, all right? We're God's chosen, God's elect in these last days, this final hour, so we can finally wake up. We can warn people, and then we actually go to war. In other words, it's one thing to wake up and warn people, but you've got to move forward. This is a battle that we're in, and these are things we talk about, and that's why I want you to go to davidheavener.tv and sign up, please. And if you'd like to be a part of the ministry, go to lastevangelist.com, and you can sign the newsletter. You can be a part of our TV series, Last Evangelist. We're in the Last Evangelist cop car right now broadcasting because we've been on the road filming. All right, we're talking to Julianne from Australia. Julianne died. She didn't have a near-death experience. She had a death experience. She died, woke up in a morgue. Julianne, are you with me?
Certainly am, David.
How did you die?
Apparently, I had a stroke. I have no memory of it. And I want to say this to people. Don't be scared of dying. Because honestly, I didn't know I was dead until I came back. I really didn't. So you don't notice.
Okay. So how long were you dead, do you think?
Well, I know, in excess of 12 and a half hours.
Okay. You were dead for 12 and a half hours. And you woke up in a morgue?
I did. I woke up in the room before the autopsy suite. I looked to my right and there were two people on tables as well. And then I looked to my left and there were another three. And they didn't look too good.
Okay, this was before they did the autopsy on you. They were getting ready to do an autopsy on you, right?
Well, it was all dark, but yes, I could see the word autopsy suite above a door.
Right. Now, if they would have done an autopsy on you, you may have been dead for sure. I mean, you may not have come back. But, okay, so
I would hope the blood beading would wake them up.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, so you were dead for about 12 hours, woke up in a morgue.
Yep.
And you saw dead people laying around you.
Yep.
Who saw you in the morgue? What was their response when they saw a dead person wake up and say, "Hey, I'm alive"?
They're actually all the lights were off, and I got off the table. I was naked, and I had a tube down my throat, and I couldn't make a noise, and I just went through a doorway. The only doorway I could see that didn't go into the autopsy suite.
Okay.
And I walked through.
Okay, but somebody had to say, wait a minute, Julianne, she died 12 hours ago. Now she's up walking around. Somebody had to say something, doctor.
Well, when I had to go through two rooms, there was one woman typing on a keyboard with her back to me. She actually defecated and landed on the ground, and I needed her to make a noise, so I had to leave her there. I pray for her constantly now. And I walked into another room, and there were a bunch of white coats, doctors, and they grabbed me and they threw me onto a table and were testing me for everything. Yeah, taking blood.
Okay, so why do you think you came back to life? What do you think was behind that?
It was definitely Yeshua of Jesus. Where I went when I was dead, I went to the most awesome place. Everything was electrified. Everything was singing praises, singing the new song that we're told we will sing. And the wind itself, the air itself was caressing me. And the spirit being beside me said, "What do you want to see?" And I said, "I want to see my God." And I was transported to the side of a very barren mountain, and we were on a rocky outcrop. And I looked down and I saw the New Jerusalem, and everything was alive, absolutely everything. It had a pulse. And in the center of that was the most glorious sun. And I knew that my God was in there. I knew that I wanted to be right in the middle of that. And it was so bright, I couldn't look at it. I had turned to the angel beside me and I said, get me 20 pairs of Ray-Bans or kill me now, because my human mind cannot comprehend this.
You asked angels for sunglasses?
Yeah, 20 pairs of Ray-Bans. And this is
Did
it.
they
I
laugh?
didn't know.
Did they
No.
understand humor in heaven? Did they laugh?
Oh, yeah, they do. They do. But I think he just kind of more went, what?
Okay.
And then I said, kill me now and let me go, or send me back. And bang, next thing I woke up on the steel tray in the morgue.
Okay. Well, okay. So my question is, and maybe you don't know the answer, but why did you come back? I mean, just because you say, send me back, not necessarily does that mean your request is going to be honored. Do you think there's a reason that this happened?
To tell people not to be scared of death. Death isn't the worst thing that can happen to you in life. It's just the last. And if you know where you're going, as I do, there's no fear. I did not, in that whole time that I was wherever the Lord had taken me that time, when I was dead, never once was I scared. Never once did I think, where's my husband? Where are my children? I didn't see another person or a being. I didn't need to. And I felt so welcomed, and I wanted to be there forever.
Yeah. So basically, you feel your mission is to tell people not to fear death. That fearing death is really just fearing fear itself, the unknown. There's nothing unknown about it. It's a beautiful experience.
In these last days, there will be perilous times. People will worship false gods, lying signs and wonders. Bibles will be taken out of schools. As the Antichrist arises, Christians will be persecuted. But now, God's people have awakened. David Heavener Investigates is proud to bring you End Times Investigations, a new DVD series containing over 8 hours of interviews, commentaries, and teaching on Illuminati and the New World Order, Satanism, miracles and healings, the Antichrist, and one world religion. David interviews some of the top experts in their field.
Hi, I'm David Heavener, and I'm proud to bring you this brand new DVD collection, End Times Investigations.
David reveals how the media is working hand in hand with the Antichrist system. Order now and receive this special DVD collection. Equip yourself and your family. Text BONUS to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll free 844-806-0006. Text BONUS to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll free 844-806-0006.